In this quick tip, we're going to take a look at how to create these gradient meshes. They are quite exact, and of course you can draw them and then make a gradient mesh out of them. But we can all use a little jump start. So let's dive right in. For this top one, I'm going to start with a vertical line, like so. And I'm going to apply a stroke to it, and then we're going to use Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Warp. What? Envelope Distort, what's that? What does that have to do with a gradient mesh? So let's just wait and see. The usual setting for this is like this. And you move it all the way to the right, and then you get this nice half circle. You can also adjust these sliders and then get this slightly different, but let's leave them at 0, like so. The next thing is you might want to adjust the precision, and for that you go to Object, Envelope Distort, and Envelope Options. Usually it's set to 50, but you can move it all the way to the right to 100, like so. So now how do we get the mesh? For this you go to Object, Envelope Distort, Release, like so. And there we have the vertical line, which we don't need anymore, and then we have this gray thing. Now, what's this? Look in the upper left and you see it's a mesh. Meshes and envelopes are related. They are basically the same actually. So what you can now do is use the gradient mesh tool, add some mesh lines to it, and then color those mesh points. And then you see you've got the gradient mesh. Great. Now, this is a perfect half circle, but what if you want to have this more like an arc? For that, you start with a broader rectangle, and then you go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Warp, and then you see it looks like that, like so. I'm going to cancel it. Now for this one, you need to start with a shape that has roughly the size of the object. So you cannot start with just a line. So we need to start with a shape like this, and we want the width of that flag to be like so, and then go to Object, Envelope Distort, Make with Warp, and go to Flag and adjust the flag settings the way you want them. You can also distort it here and get slightly different shapes, and then you can continue with that. And again, go to Object, Envelope Distort, and Release, and there is the mesh, and you can just delete that one and continue working with this. So that's simple, right?